This woman deliberately cuts off her hair. She carefully puts it in a bag. Then she takes out hair dye. She changes the color of her hair and eyebrows. After that, she pours disinfectant on the floor to erase all traces of her presence. After that, she takes a hammer, suppressing her instincts for self-preservation. She swings it hard. She does all this in order to disappear completely and frame her husband, accusing him of a terrible crime. The girl had been preparing this plan her whole life. First, she withdraws all the money from her husband's credit card to create the illusion that her husband is facing a financial crisis. Then she takes out life insurance and names her husband as the beneficiary. Next, she tells her friend a lie that her husband has become aggressive. She even invites her pregnant neighbor over. When her friend uses the bathroom, she scoops some water from the toilet to make a fake pregnancy test. Now, all the pieces of her plan are in place. When her husband leaves the house, she springs into action. She spills red liquid on the floor and then wipes it up, leaving barely noticeable traces. Then she puts a pre-written diary in the oven in which she described how aggressive her husband was. Then she leaves an envelope on the table that her husband supposedly wrote to another woman, and she leaves town forever. She changes her appearance and name. As expected, the police begin to find more and more evidence, and her husband begins to be suspected of his wife's disappearance. He is even brought to the police station, where all the journalists try to accuse him, but the guy just smiles, confident in his innocence. Suddenly, a beautiful woman approaches him on the street and takes a photo with him. The next day, the news accuses the man even more strongly. The man can no longer tolerate these lies, and he organizes an evening in memory of his wife to tell everyone what really happened. But suddenly her friend comes there and says that the man turned out to be a terrible husband. Why do you think she did that?